Welcome to Brazil. Our journey begins in the Rio de Janeiro state. Rio de Janeiro is one of the most popular destinations for tourists in South America. It's also one of the largest cities in the southern hemisphere. The city was the capital of Brazil for nearly 2 centuries during the Portuguese colonial era. The Rio State is home to many universities and institutes. It is the second largest center of research and development in Brazil, accounting for 17% of national scientific production. The state of Rio de Janeiro is home to 16 million people and some incredible biological wonders that some residents misunderstand. Luckily, scientific curiosity founded Projeto Tamar, one of the largest non-profit conservation foundations in Brazil. Now 30 years old, it was originally founded as a research institute to learn more about sea turtles. Our Tamar experience is located in Farol, a seaside tourist town, a typical summer party destination for the Brazilians. The main local industry is fishing. The boats are kept overnight on the beach, and the market is always fresh. This teeny town is very true to the Brazilian lifestyle, but the magic happens on the beach when the sea turtles come to lay their nests. It's summer in Brazil, so school is out and the beach is open, but it's also prime sea turtle egg laying time. This is George. He is in charge of the Farol Tamar base. Here we have the enclosure. It is one of the most important aspects of the Tamar project. This is where all of the nests that are located in high-risk areas have been moved to ensure their safety. As you can see, many nests are deemed to be in high-risk areas. They find refuge here in the enclosure. Every day, hatchings take place and new nests are added. Last night, this nest successfully hatched. The nest has to be opened the morning after to make sure that it's prepared to receive another nest in the future. Here, we catch our first glimpse of the baby turtles. This is the small contingent that didn't make it out of the nest last night.
So just the next morning you'll just come and you'll have expected all of the ones that will hatch to have hatched?
Oh yes, with all of the turtles that arrived on the surface. Some of them, you'll see here now, stays very deep. So we wait until the next morning, and like this, we come here and open the nest and take the turtles and see what the birth rate.
As the nest is cleaned out, we can see the contents. Unfortunately, not all 120 to 160 eggs are fertile or make it through development. This egg was unfertilized. Tamar keeps track of the number of eggs that are unfertilized, stillborn, and successfully hatched. Tamar accounts for all of the eggs that they find in the nest.
Shell for you. One shell, or for example there. That's our shell
From the live ones, yeah.
Yes.
The turtles that we encounter are the loggerhead sea turtles, scientifically known as careta careta. All baby sea turtles look similar, but George tells us how to distinguish them.
You know how to know which species is when it's a baby? You have the middle and at the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the little.
The little one, okay.
The little one shows us that's a loggerhead.
Okay.
So, okay.
Yeah.
So you can see the digits, right?
Yeah.
Loggerheads spend most of their lives in the ocean, with females briefly coming ashore to lay eggs. The loggerhead sea turtle has a low reproductive rate, producing no eggs for 2 to 3 years. The loggerhead reaches sexual maturity within 17 to 33 years and has a lifespan of 47 to 67 years. Brazilians have a special name for what is left behind from the nests.
We call this nhaca. Nhaca is the mess.
All this nyuk is then recycled into the environment. The sites of the nests are then prepared to be recycled.
We are observing that all the time. The same moment we close the nest, and this can contaminate the sand.
Yeah.
So we leave open, and tomorrow he comes here.
Yeah, it makes sense. You won't see.
One of the big aspects of Tamar is the public outreach along the enclosure, when locals can come up and talk about the turtles. Here's where a lot of the magic happens and information is passed. A lot of Brazilians just see the turtles as a free protein source when they wash up on shore. But since Tamar has been operating, public opinion has been swayed, and it is now rare that anyone eats the turtles. Every morning, one of the members of Tamar returns from the field with eggs from a high-risk nesting area. The members of Tamar then start to dig out a new hole for the egg. It will be 90 days until this nest hatches, but it is now protected within the enclosure. The patrol member that brought in the eggs used to eat turtles. Tamar has since educated him, and he no longer eats turtles. Tamar now enlists his skills to find turtle nests. Turtle nests are unique in shape.
The first part of the top, and then they do like a bottle. Okay, so you see, it goes, the nest goes straight and then open.
And then it opens, yeah.
Okay.
Barbara of Tamar teaches Dana how to properly dig a turtle nest. The best nest digger is not Barbara, but it goes to Flavio, as she explains.
When I was doing one, Flavio had 3, 4, and I was in the first. Yes. He has to take off on this position, and we need to put this in this position.
Okay. Careful. Okay, so one. Okay.
Tamar Farol has approximately 90 miles of beach to patrol for nests. They pack up in their small SUVs and take off patrolling the area looking for new nests. One of the great things about Tamar is that they are so strongly supported by the public. They are able to be influential in land development, especially at deep water sites. Tamar has successfully fought a lot of cases in which dredgers were not using turtle guards and have forced the owner to attach them. This is only one example of their influence, but there are many more. One of the things that we don't realize is the impact of the things that we put in the ocean. At the site of this deep water dock, the currents have completely changed the beach miles down the coast. The beach down the coast is eroding at an alarming rate. Also, all of these things that we put in the ocean are hazardous for the turtles, as they are physical barriers and the construction disturbs the beach. The sun has set, and now it is time for night watch. An essential part of Tamar is the interaction with turtles. The turtles lay their eggs at night, so they have to be out there to find them. Night watch is when all of their data collection on healthy female adults occurs. The females are the only turtles that return to land. Most of our knowledge about turtles in the wild is derived from these females. Sometimes the local police help out. Tamar and the police are the only people authorized to drive their motor vehicles on the beach, due to successful Tamar legislation. We go out at 11 p.m. and patrol 6 miles of beach every 15 minutes, taking turns riding 2 on a quad bike, looking for nests. This is a great time for the members of the base to bond and share their love for turtles. By the end of the patrol, we had not found any turtles. We started to head back to the base, and sure enough, we found 2 turtles. When we found the turtles, everyone promptly jumped into action. This was when the Tamar team was working like a well-oiled machine. They quickly took measurements and pictures. They then tagged the turtle with a Tamar Farol tag, and only after this frenzy were they able to sit back and enjoy watching the turtle lay her eggs.
That's real nice.
Get ready. Ooh, oh, the deuce.
The loggerhead measures up to 213 centimeters long when fully grown and weighs approximately 135 kilograms or 300 pounds.
So guys, this liquid with the eggs protects the eggs against the bacteria or microorganisms.
The turtles navigate back into the sea using light. This is a very reliable strategy until artificial lights were created. Remember, Frol is a bit of a party town in the summer, so lights are everywhere.
I love this. Look at all these people down here.
Tamar has already thought of a simple solution that does not affect the original purpose of the streetlights, but also prevents the turtles from interfering with the Brazilian summer.
The shield to direct the lights to the right place. In this forum, it's important place to show this idea.
Because there's the scientists and the
yes,
lawmakers.
the people of the community, the politics, and everybody's there discussing about the littoral and the things about the littoral. So that's the right place to show this idea. Oh, see, you can do this.
This will be good. Yeah.
Yes, it's a simple idea.
Remember all those straggler baby turtles? Well, it's time for them to be released into the wild. The first step is to make sure that they have a nice clear path that doesn't have any human footprints in it so that they don't get caught up when they make their way to the ocean. Coincidentally, 2010 is the 30-year anniversary of the foundation of Tamar. This excellent organization is now having the first turtles it researched with return to lay eggs. Tamar has come a long way. It now has 22 bases all along the Atlantic coast of Brazil. They host concert series and hold public seminars about the turtles.